All right, we're rolling. Let's get a quick look over here in this sunroom. Yes, that's right. Another person on crutches.
Yikes.
What? What happened?
What was that track we were doing? What are they called?
Grapevine.
Grapevine, yeah. We had to run.
You were doing a running grapevine.
Yeah, and I fell, and no, I tripped over something, and then I fell on my foot, and it like...
I thought you rolled your ankle.
I did.
Okay.
I fell. It rolled as I fell.
Oh my God. Did it crack and make a weird noise?
It made a weird noise, but it didn't really crack.
It did?
A little bit.
Like a pop sound?
No.
Well, what noise was it?
I don't really know, but I heard something. Yeah, that.
Well, that's a pop.
Oh, I thought it was like...
It sound like me cracking my knuckles?
No.
Or my neck? Hold on. This is my neck. On footage. Hold on. Oh!
Dad.
Welcome in. There she is. The beauty queen.
She got to stay home with me instead of going to go on the run.
Oh my gosh. What a day it is.
There's a puppy.
Every day is a great day. Okay. In my never-ending quest to get all of these signs visible. Ugh.
Sheesh.
It's gonna have to do, Rick. It's gonna have to
You should
do.
start hanging them from the ceiling.
Yeah. See if I can remember my rundown sheet. Oh no! The dog's got her toy.
Oh gosh, she's got the Kong.
Oh honey, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No, we can't. We can't do it.
Those people get mad.
They get so upset when they hear you snoring, and well, not so much snoring, but chewing on this, sweetie.
It is kind of annoying.
I'm so sorry.
I can't really blame them.
Later, okay? You know? Oh, my baby. Okay. Welcome in. I promised you 2 shows over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and Saturday was fine. Sunday, I ran out of time. And Diana didn't want to be on camera. I tried.
Well, it wasn't necessarily I didn't want to be on camera. Well, kind of.
No, it was exactly that.
Yeah, I guess it was right because it was my lazy day, so
Uh-huh.
I really wasn't looking my Sunday best. And
No.
it was Easter, and I was tired and cranky.
Okay, well, I wasn't about to fight that fight. So, forget that. Okay. Well, we do this, of course, from the Labatt Blue Light TC Paintball Joe Reed Realty Lake Effect Property Services Studio. That is our luxurious living room. So, hope everybody had a good Easter. For those of you who don't celebrate Easter, well, I hope you had a good Sunday. There's a few things to talk about. Speaking of Easter, in the basketball game over the weekend, well, there's several. The Final Four is now set. Hey, you picked Villanova to win the whole thing, by the way. They're in the Final Four.
I know.
What seed were they? Like a 15?
I think they're a 2.
Oh, they were that high? I thought they were one of the low seeds.
Maybe a 4. I think.
Hey.
I'm not positive, but you're right there. Well, Syracuse is a 10, and they played Virginia, and they were way down. And they came back and won that thing. And Kevin Harland is the announcer. And he had a great line, which I am completely ruined because people are upset with it. The time's winding down, and Kevin Harland says, Syracuse, something to the effect of, on Easter is back from the dead.
Oh, jeez. Really?
Oh, don't tell me you think that's bad. That's great.
I'm just surprised.
Well, if it were, okay, people were butthurt about Kevin Harland saying, on Easter, Syracuse is back from the dead. In my opinion, that's good. I mean, that was, well, no, I mean, Jesus rising from the dead was not a sad day.
Right.
It was joyous. And wondrous.
Yeah, it shouldn't be offensive.
You shouldn't be mad at that. That's him working in Christianity into the basketball game. So shut up. Jesus back, or Syracuse back from the dead on Easter. It was perfect. It was great. Now, okay, had, you know, there been a big one-sided game on like the Friday before, and Kevin Harland said, Syracuse is nailed to the cross on Good Friday. You may have, you know, that,
a little bit of a great,
you know, Syracuse is crucified. You know, or if he talked about like having a big promotional event called where what can you build with 2 pieces of wood and 3 nails, you know, that wouldn't have flown. But I was annoyed that everybody was getting, oh, I'm so offended. I'm so upset that Kevin Harland said that. So I know it sounds weird, but I didn't think it was that bad. What do you think?
I don't think that's bad. I wouldn't be.
Are you just saying that because I don't
No,
think it was bad?
seriously, I don't think it's bad at all. I wouldn't take that offensively.
Well, I'm surprised he said it, because it's kind of a gamble. Maybe he thought of it spur of the moment. I mean, I've been there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yikes.
By the way, I honestly and truly think that Starbucks coffee purchased at Starbucks has cocaine in it. I mean, some type of crazy addictive stimulant. Well,
like
more
his
so than
absolute
caffeine.
favorite.
Usually it's so strong I can almost not tolerate it, but it's right there on the edge. So much so that I bought it in a bag and I can't replicate it here at all. This is decaf, not Starbucks. So
He doesn't get one of those fancy flavored ones. He gets
No,
a
just
Starbucks black
coffee all the time. No room for cream, no room for sugar.
No room for latte or whatever.
Right.
Because I like to get those fancy ones, like the butterscotch.
Oh, it's candy in a cup.
Latte or whatever.
Yeah, it's like this much coffee, and then they put in this much sugar, and this much caramel, and then this much whipped cream, and then sprinkle chocolate on it.
Yeah, but you can get the skinny version. So it's like soy milk or like
Yeah, but it's not
skim
coffee.
milk.
It's like a dessert treat.
Hello.
Hey.
Doug.
Oh dear. Oh my
She has to
goodness.
go potty.
Oh dear. You go boo boo.
Has she been on in a while?
Right after dinner. That was like at 5:30.
I want ice cream now.
Daisy. No. The other day, there was a very serious moment that happened in the house when Jackie came home.
Oh.
It was a special visit, and it was out of the blue.
Yeah, she just came
She
like
came walking in and she goes, Dad, we need to talk. And I'm like, okay, grandchild number 3, here we go. This is it. I was convinced either grandchild number 3 or I'm dropping out of school or Ernie and I eloped or something like that. Right?
yeah, elope while they were in Honduras or something.
I don't know. She goes, come sit. So we sit over there at the dinner table, and Diane sits too. And so it's me, Diana, and Jackie. And she goes, Dad, my birthday is coming up, and I want you to give me $800 so I can buy a Rottweiler.
She was dead serious too.
And while she's saying that, Diana is on her phone. She says, oh yes, and here it is. So this is a group effort.
No, that's not true.
Wait, whoa.
No, I was not like. She had sent me the picture. It's not like
I understand. No, of course she sent you the picture. It
Right,
isn't like.
So I was just showing you the picture of what the dog looked like.
Right, but that you were
It
you
wasn't
were
like
collaborating.
Conspiracy against you.
You were collaborating with her, but you should have looked her in the eye because you knew I wanted to, and said, Jacqueline, no, we're not going to get another dog. But that is
Well,
not.
I do want another dog, but I wasn't like.
Right, so you were
purposely-
collaborating. Why
Not
can't
really,
you just
not really, because I don't want a Rottweiler. I want another.
Look.
I want a
I
different
want a
dog.
Great Dane.
Everybody wants a dog in this house. Okay.
Daisy needs a friend. She's depressed.
You know what? I agree. I agree with you. And if I had my way, I would get a Great Dane. I'd get a Rottweiler. I'd get anything. I'd get a Saint Bernard. I'd get them. I love dogs. I love cats. And I want Daisy to have a friend just as much as as you do. But, okay, first of all, I'm really cooked with putting dogs down or having them drop dead in the laundry room. But that's not the big thing. The big thing is, you're so beautiful.
She's got 10 years left in her.
The big thing for me is, you know, if I go back to work, if I'm fortunate enough, and I always say it this way because, you know, if I'm fortunate enough to get back into radio, I'm going to be spending a lot of time there. It's not going to be like the old glory days when we were on the gravy train making NHL money and home every day at 11:30. It's going to be long days.
Yeah, but you do realize that Jackie gets out of school in April. She'll be home for the summer. She'll be home to help,
You could get
help
one
the
in the
dog.
summer.
And by the
I'll be
way,
home in June. I don't work in the summer.
Let's back up. The conversation started and she's like, Dad, you just watch the dog for 1 year and then I'll take it. That's what she said. First of all, I'm not going to want that. I'm going to want the dog at that point.
Right, exactly. But anyway,
You
she'll be
want
home in
her
April, so
spring
she'll
break.
be able to
So we
help.
can learn to be alone.
I don't work in the summer.
I go to school in the summer.
It would be perfect.
Well,
And
you
Daisy would have a friend.
Well, you
It
just-
wouldn't be perfect.
Well, you just think
What would you do if I just went out and bought one?
I guess nothing. You know,
Exactly.
you're in charge. I mean, I can't. I mean,
Well, let's do it.
See, look at her.
hi, Daisy.
That's her vote, see?
Oh, Daisy.
Well, can I take the ice off a little bit now?
Yeah.
I can't reach it. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Are you serious right now? That was right in my freaking face. Could you have not done it lean that way? Why would you even do that? Stop! Don't lift your ass up and fart. Come on. Here.
Oh, I almost did it. Oh.
Who's that? One of your
No,
girlfriends?
don't say it.
Is it your girlfriend?
Don't say it. No, it's not a girlfriend. Stop touching.
It looks like there's something there.
No, it's not. Shh. Don't. That's.
I'm just asking.
No, I'm not. No. You know we have to do. You have snot again.
I do?
Yes, and your right
I thought you
nose.
said I had
Your
to
right
check.
nostril.
Your right nose.
Diana, come on. You know we have to do a
Okay.
church event.
We do?
No, we don't. Yes, we do. Well, what is the event that
don't.
Gene wants us to do?
Who's Jean? Oh, Jean Cruz.
Yes. Is that a church event?
No.
Okay, all right.
It's a fundraiser though for our friend.
Yep. All right.
We have to go bowling soon though, don't we?
Yes, that's in April. We've got time for that.
Okay.
I do want to tell you that the DJ brothers at Distraction of Attraction,
Something happened?
Bros Are Us, as I like to say. If you have the last name of DeVos, you're normally very wealthy, unless your first name is Paul. Paul is saying that he has a special going on, plugging if people are interested in having, quote, a crazy graduation party with a DJ and karaoke. Distraction of Attraction are offering it up. Okay?
Do you think we could hire him for Ernie's graduation party? Do they sing in Spanish?
I don't, well, they don't sing.
Do they play Spanish music, I guess?
I don't know. Stop
That would
it.
be
Just
fun.
let me get through with this,
That
okay?
would be fun if we
Okay.
had them show up at Ernie's
Just let me get through this.
party.
Just shh. Distractionofattraction.com. It's where you need to go. If you have a DJ, wedding party, needs, things like that, they can take care of all that. Plus the things that they also mentioned, graduation parties. You just want to have a great time. Yeah, that's where you can go. Distractionofattraction.com and get with one of those two bros, and they'll help you out. Great deal, great specials. Mention our show, and they'll give you a discount. I have no idea about that. I just made that part up, but I'm sure they'll work it
I'll
out.
give you a free song.
I I have another story in the news I wanted to talk about, and then I'll finish with you.
What'd I do?
So Robert Deniro is at, I believe it's the Sundance Film Festival. And he put out a film for some reason, despite this really being a thing that is no longer considered viable, about vaccines causing autism. Now, this began some time ago by some doc who was since badly discredited, proven wrong, and had every license known to man taken away from him, that it is in fact 100% not true, an absolute myth. But it's out there. This is a perfect example of what happens when something gets out there that people just suddenly take up and add it to, well, of course this has to be true. How else can you explain the uptick? And it's not from vaccines. This is one thing that is 100% false. If anybody says that vaccines cause autism, they don't. Everybody knows that now. But like we said, it's out there still. Well, Deniro does this, he's behind this film that they're casting, and there's huge backlash, big blowback from the normal thinking community, separate from the crazy ass anti-vaxxers. And so his response was, well, it's just to start a dialogue. There's no discussion needed. There is no dialogue. There's literally nothing to discuss. And for some reason, he thought it was a good idea to open up this Pandora's box again with this stupid film. And lo and behold, he caved, which is incredible. This wimp caved and pulled his film from the festival,
Wow.
which is hysterical. Because these buttheads are usually so set in stone.
Is it like a documentary?
Yeah, and it's steeped in it's nonsense. It's pure nonsense. Oh my God! And now all of the people that are on his side are saying this is censorship at its finest. It's like, and that drives me crazy. Even people who said that when I got fired, it was censorship. It's not censorship. Censorship is, when the government keeps you from speaking your mind. In America, you can say whatever the hell you want. Within reason. You yell fire in a crowded theater, you're jeopardizing the safety of people in that theater, so you get in trouble for that. But I can go on my porch and stand on it and talk about whatever I want. If the government said stop talking on your porch, that's censorship. If I get fired for saying something that someone doesn't like, that's not censorship. And this also is not censorship. This is, people responded to his stupid movie by calling him an idiot and expressing outrage over his this subject matter, and he pulled it to avoid the heat. That's all that is, not censorship.
Jeez.
Finally, as we wrap it up.
Well, I got a funny story.
Oh, you do? Is it separate from this? Is it different?
Yeah.
Or is it about censorship?
It's not about censorship.
Okay.
Is this about censorship? What you're gonna
That
tell me?
was about censorship.
I know, but what you're going to say next is?
No.
I got a funny story.
Well,
Can I tell my
hold
story?
on.
I thought you were done.
I got two more. I got to take care of one more ad first.
Oh, go ahead. I thought you were going to tell my story. Or your
See?
story about, yeah. Anyway, whatever. Go ahead.
Call up the Dutch Lawn King at Lake Effect PS and tell that big
Dutch
white
lawn
giant
man.
that you'd like him to take care of your lawn for you this summer. I heard you bang your teeth together.
Stunning.
You can fertilize the lawn like I did Mrs. Z's eggs to make all these babies. And he can cut your, sorry honey, he can cut your grass just like I do to Mrs. Z.
He thinks he's hilarious.
Anyway, call this, you need a retaining wall built, he can do that too. He's great. He has no education, so he works with his hands. He's really dense. But, you just point to the grass and he'll mow it. He'll do a good job. He's like Carl from Sling Blade. So, very entertaining. Yes,
You ready for my story?
I am.
So, my friend went to a 30th birthday party at Mojo's. They went to Mojo. Well, they didn't just go to Mojo's, but anyway, they were at the 30th birthday party on Saturday night at Mojo's, and it was like midnight or whatever time it was. And Barry Manilow walks in.
Was he in town for a
Yeah,
show?
he's at a concert.
Oh, was he really? That's terrific.
Yeah. So he walks in.
Place just goes nuts, right?
Well, no. This is the thing. The whoever she is, the person who's taking the cover charge or whatever, the greeter, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
She's very young. Didn't recognize him and said, "That'll be $3, please. $3 cover, $5 cover." He goes, "I'm not paying that." Turned around and walked out.
He did?
Yeah.
Aw. That's terrible.
I know.
I mean, that could have been so much fun. What?
Could you imagine if he was playing the piano?
Yes.
He got up there and played the piano.
Right. I'm not paying $3. Maybe he was insulted because she didn't know who he was.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking. But she's 18. How would she recognize
Well,
him?
yeah, no one's gonna know that.
But my friend said that he was dressed, you know how he kind of dresses kind of flashy?
Yeah.
He was dressed in like his...
I have, it just occurred to me, I have no idea what his age is because I think it appears like he's getting younger.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know if I would recognize him.
He looks
I used to
younger
love
than
him.
me now. I
You
mean,
know.
my face is really starting to fall apart. It's bad. I mean, I am getting wrinkles like you wouldn't believe. Like here,
No.
and when I wear goggles, I got an hour-long swim today, and man, I think it's making permanent goggle marks on my face.
I don't see any.
Thank you. You're very kind.
Maybe a little bit of crow's feet, but very,
Like
very faint.
when I go like this, they really pop.
I got some right here, look.
I can't see those.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
I think I need a little bit of Botox.
No.
You need to tell everybody the conversation we had yesterday.
No, I'm not.
Did you tell her about what happened when she in her sleep?
I'm about to tell that story. Okay. Yeah, this is.
No, he looks like his
Okay.
skin is...
These images of Manilow. The man looks disgusting. This is atrocious. What the hell? Look at him when he was a kid, dude. I mean, this is,
Forever in blue jeans.
that's not him.
Oh, who's that?
You're thinking of Neil Diamond.
Oh, yeah. Neil
Check
Diamond.
him out. Whoa.
What's a Barry Manilow song?
I write the songs. Looks like we made it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. So last, 2 nights ago, sound asleep. Diana has a thing that she does if she's in a dream where it's frightening. And
I don't know what happened. I don't even know what the dream was about, to be quite honest.
the noise she makes in a nightmare when she's like moaning in her sleep, it is so frightening to me to hear. Daisy snoring. And it goes like this. If you sound asleep and then you hear
It's not that bad. I would
Yeah.
wake myself up.
But you didn't that night, and that's the noise you make. It's like Scooby-Doo. And so I'm just waking up to this horrible sound, and she takes her fist and goes right in my face.
And
At
I woke
this
up
point,
after
and then that woke
That
you
woke
up
me
apparently,
up.
right?
Yeah, that
Just
woke
in
me up.
time
I just
because.
started waking up. I just started waking up. That woke me up.
So what's the first thing you
The
recall?
last
Because
thing-
I know what
yeah,
happened
the first
next.
thing I recall is I hear, "Please don't hit me."
You remember that? Huh?
I do remember that. That's all I remember. And I think I vaguely remember like striking out, but I don't remember.
And then, yeah, and then,
What the dream
then
was
so you
or
rolled
making that
over.
noise.
That was that, and then the next morning, I didn't even remember it until you brought it up. You said, "Hey, did I punch you right in the snoz? I punched you last night. I remember you told me not to punch you anymore." Okay.
That was bad. I don't even remember what the dream was about. Either I think someone was trying to get me.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens.
Okay. All right. Madison, you doing all right over there?
Yeah,
Any other drama we need to know about?
I don't like people.
What do you mean?
She doesn't like people.
You gotta love everybody.
I do, but like, people in the hallways, they bump into me. I don't like them.
Does anybody flip your books?
No.
No, that was back in the day.
Man, I used to be great at that. When I was walking in the halls with you the other day, I had the urge to flip every kid's books. You see some nerd walking with a stack of them this big, you just want to, there you pick them up.
That's not nice.
That's why I wear my Be Nice shirt.
These days you get suspended for that.
Yeah.
For book flipping?
Yeah.
Ah, come on.
We go Be Nice school. That's our
Or
motto.
you would get in-house. You have to
That's
sit
not
in a little-
Saturday school, mother, not in-house.
No, there's in-house too, where you have to sit in the
You mean like
office.
Breakfast Club?
No, it's the Breakfast Club, they're detention.
Okay. All right.
We're pitch perfect.
Monday evening. Spring is here, man. Here we go.
No, it's gonna snow again.
Red Wings tonight in action. My gosh.
They better win.
They got 7 games left. I was listening to Sports Talk Radio earlier today. Dude said they got to go 5-2. They play the Rangers, the Flyers, they play Boston.
Oh gosh. They have to go 5-2 to make the playoffs.
That's what this person said.
So if they
I'll just say it. It was Bill. I was listening to Simonson. That's the guy who I made friends with. Bill Simonson is the first radio guy who opened up to me, was so nice to me on Twitter, and invited me to come on his show. I should do that. But yeah, he said 5-2 is what, and so I have everything. Sounds good to me.
So if they don't, do you think Blashill's?
No,
Has
Jeff
them?
Blashill is a great coach,
I didn't say.
and
wasn't.
no. He'll have, I would say, 3 years. But I think they're
I just
going to
think
do
he
it.
messes with the lines too much.
Yeah,
He needs to calm
explain, talk to everybody what you told me, because I mean, this is an interesting, how did you gather this? Did someone tell you this, or did
No,
you?
this is just from watching and from reading. He changes up the lines, a lot. So.
Like in the middle of the game?
Well, no, not necessarily in the middle of the game, but before every game or for every game, he'll change the lines and try and make something work. So if they, if Datsuk and Zetterberg aren't scoring, then they'll change it up and put Datsuk and Larkin. And if that doesn't work, then he'll put
So you're saying maybe if he waited longer, they would get more, they would have more chemistry.
Yeah. Not that Datsuk and Zetterberg don't have chemistry, they've been together for a long time, but when you change the lines up like that so often, but again, I'm obviously not a hockey expert, he is. It just seems like, because he does it quite often, that
Maybe.
it really kind of affects their play. But
Well, we have bored Daisy again. You all have a great, that's an interesting thing, by the way. I'll have to, I mean, you know more about it than I do. You're a better hockey mind than me. So there you go. We'll be back here tomorrow, and you all have a great rest of your Monday evening, and we'll talk to you then. Not it for the camera.
not it.
No, it has to be it.